Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition here today on the channel. We're back with episode 5 of our Norwegian campaign. We're 37 turns in, it's 1256 AD, and we're going to be starting things off with the Siege of Roskilde here today. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, so we've got Thorgils Haraldsson is going to be commanding this assault. He's been the main architect in the defense of Scandinavia, Oslo, Norway, and our Nordic lands. He's held on to Bergen and Oslo for quite some time. There has been some territorial changes between Lund and Skara, but now we have an opportunity here today. We've been battering the Danes quite a bit. It's been incredibly back and forth, but hopefully if we can take Roskilde here today, that would be a massive, massive victory for us, and a huge change of power and power shift here in Denmark. We do have the HRE attacking Aarhus, but I don't know if they're going to be able to succeed in that endeavour. They do tend to in stainless steel and in even vanilla go north against the Danes, but they got thrown back early on. This time around, hopefully they're successful. I don't mind if they take that bit of territory, so we're not technically bordering them there. We do have an alliance with the Holy Roman Empire, but I'm not going to lie, I don't overly trust them that much. We not only have an alliance, we've got a marriage alliance with them, so Magnus's children are half German and have a claim, but Eric is lazy. And there's a lot of adopted kids as well. Okay, let's move my archers up. Got a good amount of infantry looking to push. I have my catapults targeting the top of the gatehouse to try and stop those towers hitting my infantry, and then we'll move on in. And then there's probably not much left of the Danes. I would imagine the court is going to now flee to Sweden if Roskilde and Aarhus fall. They might have some territory in Gotland. I doubt that they have territory in Finland. They should still have the Viking outpost in Estonia. But that's, yeah, that just depends how the Teutonic Order are doing. And I suppose Lithuania. There was a crusade in the Baltics early on in this series, which we did call. It didn't go to Cairo, so maybe bugged things. But the French were ultimately successful and have set up the Crusader state of Vilnius in Lithuania, which is hilarious. Okay. So we've managed to make our way down from the castle walls on the left-hand side, so we're going to be able to start flooding in our infantry now. Fierce fighting is still happening on the right. But at the end of the day, it's brother versus brother. It's a shame our Viking brethren are at each other's throat, but it's only common. We do have access to Highlanders here in our unit roster because we currently occupy Scotland, which we're incredibly lucky and fortunate to do so. We got the RNG massively. And it was a very short, quick, and decisive war. This war with England is, yeah, a little bit more tricky, as we're just being told to cease hostilities. Oh, okay. So I guess, oh, they've got trebuchets inside, I think. Oh, mate, no, we're not using flammable shot. Some of these buildings have engulfed in flames. I don't think it was. Oh no, they got trebuchets there. Oh, interesting. They're burning their own town. That's devastating. A bit sad if you can't have it. If we can't have it, you can't have it. Roskilde, that is. Yeah, because we weren't using flammable ammunition. Yeah, those trebuchets are starting to hit us. We have managed to crush most of the Danish family tree, which was quite big. Maybe playing as the Danes would be quite fun. I would imagine it'd be a little bit too easy. But anyway, Magnus and his children. Whoa, that's a good shot. We need to... Hang on. Just need to switch on here. We need to close the distance against those trebuchets because they are going to be able to incinerate tens of units there. Yeah, we've allowed Magnus to set up his own kingdom in Britannia. So at the moment, there's sort of two political factions ruling Norway. Those that send forces to the United Kingdom and Thorgils here. So essentially Thorgils is like ruling Scandinavia and the Nordic countries here and the Jarls, while King Magnus rules England and Scotland from his throne in London. And the remnants of the Normans have fled to Cornwall and Wales. I'd nearly sue for peace against them if they were just to abandon the crown, I guess. Okay. So, can't see us losing this one. Those Highlander units have just been destroyed. But it's fine. I don't mind using mercenaries for this sort of purpose. That's what they're for. And then we're going to have the strategically important city of Roskilde, which is near what will eventually become modern day Copenhagen. But this is going to be a massive trade and supply line and a choke point in the Baltic Sea. We should be able to operate and control trade through here and essentially not allow the Danes to go west. Nice victory. Let's end that there. Only losing 400. That's a tremendous result for an offensive siege. Let's sack. Relationships worse. We haven't been excommunicated though, which is great. We have had various warnings. Okay. Nice. What a solid result. Okay, so let's move back now. Leave Roskilde. Aarhus is now fallen to the Holy Roman Empire. So the Danes have no territory to the west. Only the east now. Bjorn Jarl. Just a random general. So let's try and get rid of him. Half a stack there. Okay, unfortunately we weren't successful. Let's continue to move and rally up units around Lund, and then we'll look to push into Sweden. We've got a little bit of money left over, so let's try and replenish and repair where we can.
Yes, sire. Yes. Whose time is? And yes, Lord.
Keep our diplomats
Can I help, my lord? Yes, Lord.
around the world.
What do you require?
Okay, nice. We need to marry Kolben to Prince Magnus's daughter. Well, King Magnus. We've been... What? Okay. So I was like, oh yeah, we get 3 units. 3 units of catapults. Kolben, you shouldn't have. What a dowry. Yes, I'll marry the king's daughter. What are you going to give as a dowry? 3 of the finest catapults you can find. Oh my. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. So Eric is sitting here. He's lazy sitting in London, like most Londoners. Okay, and it's probably not a bad idea to get some priests. Let's end the turn and continue. Just to keep our relations with the Pope, it's probably not a bad idea just to getting a bunch of priests around. We haven't got any cardinals, so we haven't been able to vote for Pope. We've been attacked here in Skarta. This should be okay. Okay, Theologians Guild in Roskilde. Sure. Let's make the people of the newly occupied city happy. And we've got a bunch of traits going out there because... oh, okay, so... Royal Seminar, Paladin. Stone walls have been upgraded there. Outstanding with the papacy. Nice. It's because we just went and got a bunch of priests commissioned. Okay, so Skara is under siege from Bjorn Jarl. We took him out. Perfect. That's what you get for taking out our first king. He was technically assassinated. So were a lot of our generals by the Danes, which is annoying. Okay, so let's try and move this down here and around, and we'll try and get Thorgils to go north. If we lose Skara again, I'm going to be so furious. That territory has gone back and forth so much. The poor inhabitants of Skara being so disjointed. Okay, diplomacy-wise, not really much else we can do here. Okay, still at war with everyone, so let's continue on. Okay, so 335. There's no general, so I guess we try and fight this one and try and bug the siege equipment. So sometimes you can get lucky. Unfortunately, we've given them a turn, so it's not just a battering ram, it's 2 battering rams, a ladder, and a siege tower, so I don't know if we can do it. So if we charge out here, go for the ladder, because that can't be destroyed. Sometimes you can get the RNG of a arrow tower getting engulfed in flames. A siege tower getting engulfed by arrows, rather. Move back here. We can't afford to let them fully capitulate. Hang on, so let's just try and distract them there. And let's form up back here. Oh, they're using flammable ammunition there. Crikey, hang on. Alright, let's move back here. Okay, let's move back to the town square. Now, okay, so we've bugged the ladders, the siege tower, except for the 1 battering ram they're moving up. Do we go back out, but then we risk them coming in? Okay, we can try and stop it. Go out. Right, now move back. Just need to make sure they don't get it in. Retreat. What? Ah. They somehow bugged it in. Oh, we nearly had it. I don't know what it is. Sometimes if you just charge out, it can just... You basically just don't want them to come up. Okay, damn. So we neutralized 3 out of the 4. That's not too bad. If it was a battle, if it was just battering rams, we probably would have done it. Oh well. Let's just sit in the town square and make them fight to the death.
Holy Father, save us! Our enemy is in control.
And try and whittle down as many of them as we can.
Lord preserve us. We have been dealt.
Okay, so it's a clear defeat. Skara is going to fall, but it should be okay because Thorgils is only a turn away. They're going to knock out the priest, which is nice of them.
Preaching until morning.
Okay, looks like that army went east. So, still a bit of a stalemate. This Dane-Norwegian war. It's just so much easier when you play as a non-Catholic faction, not dealing with the papacy. You can get excommunicated deliberately, or you can sit an assassin down in the papacy and just constantly go through popes to try and not be permanently excommunicated. The problem is if we do, I can just see a lot of Northern Europe just going against us, the French, the Poles, the HRE. I'd just rather not be excommunicated, in my opinion. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. Master Theologians Guild is now going to be built. That's going to be fantastic. Skara got sacked. Foreign merchant acquired. That's annoying. We only had one. The Danes and Genoa. Okay. Alright, so they still have Kelmar. It's a castle.
Whose time is up?
Let's try and move our agents around.
Who is my target?
Are there any other targets in there? Just be to sabotage. So maybe we just move the spy this way. Oh, another captain. Let's go for him. Oh no, go for the spy because it's 90. Nice. Perfect. Okay, Thorgils. I'm going to negotiate peace. They were allies with Genoa and the French. The French hate us.
In order. We march.
Okay, let's move to Skara. I thought they could get there in a turn. Oh, we've got the catapults, maybe.
These woods
We might need to give them another turn.
Heresy cannot hide.
Okay, we do have some
Your will shall be obeyed.
Inquisitors and heretics floating around Oslo, so it's getting to the stage of the campaign where the Inquisition is going to happen, so we really should be wary with our generals and protect them.
We move on.
40 turns in. Another merchant, damn it. Okay, so a couple of family members. Holdor Haraldsson. This is Thorgil's son. Sweyn Haraldsson, 14 as well. Okay, nice. So these can be the future rulers of this Roskilde territory. So it's Thorgil's grandson.
Yes.
Got another princess here as well. Just going through our spies, we've got so many of them. Assassins have got missions. Let's go through some of these captains just to farm up a bit.
An honor and trustworthy foe.
Still not interested in ceasefire. I guess our relations are abysmal. Okay. So let's move to Skara
You should fear
and move those catapults in as well. And we should be able to retake it. There's only 1,000 there. We outnumber them 2-1. And it's not like we haven't played this siege a multitude of times. Whoa, 700's quite a bit. I guess he's old. He's severely wounded.
They are broken.
He's 73. I get it. Maybe we need to move more catapults in. That should be handy once we take those territories in Sweden. Okay, and let's move you here. Once we get his sons down here, they can help. Probably need to get them married off as well. I'm going to move my navy from Lund back up here, and I just want to make sure I get away from those heretics. There we go. Go by sea, don't go by land, because they might get caught. And then just keep you in the port here to protect you. Because you were sitting in Bergen, weren't you? So John Haraldsson's 37, Holdor, and then Sven is his 14-year-old son. And they're related to Magnus, Magnus' sister. Okay, so still being told to cease hostilities with the English. The Pope seems to be more affectionate to them. They do have nearly 3 full stacks in Cornwall, but they're being a little bit passive. Let's get a navy going, and we'll try and move the princess back to Scandinavia. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. Construction is still being commissioned. We've still got a bit of cash, which is nice. Okay, still making sure my spies are in a good position. Let's continue to go after captains. That's a great way to farm experience. Low risk, high reward for our assassinos.
Can I help, my lord? Yes, my lord. Yes, lord. Can I help, my lord?
We want to negotiate with the Turks. There was a trade mission, wasn't there? From the Merchants Guild. I just want to see what the Seljuks have. They do have Nicaea, which is pretty massive. The home of the Byzantines at the start of this campaign. It's their capital. Still not interested in peace. We're still terrible relations-wise. Princess, we want to try and put you on a Viking ship back to Scandinavia. And then we'll get you to marry one of your cousins. Okay, so let's just replenish and repair there. Control A merge. I don't think Skara is going to be that great of a castle to repair from. And let's just try and give chase to these units, push them on the back foot. Somehow they bypassed us in the north. They've gone around whatever that lake is. It's ransom. They're still not... I wish if they... I wish there was an option there when you go request ransom that you just don't get rid of them straight away, then you release. I guess it'd be a little bit cheesy. The French have moved a navy south, looking to block the port of Lund. So let's move our generals down here. Hang on. So move you to Roskilde. Let's move you here, John, to Lund, and you in Roskilde because you've already got the trait. Let's move you back up here. There's still another general I want, but I just need to protect him. We need those guys down there. Okay, one more turn before we can pressure the English again. But they've been quite passive. I guess they have been told to cease hostilities as well, but we're allowing them to build up King Edward now rules in Exeter, which is hilarious. We can call a crusade, actually. Do we do it on, like, Antioch or something? What's the closest? It would be the Moors, but we did that in the England campaign. To be fair, I don't think I've called one against the Turks. That'd be funny. Let's do that. Okay, rejected. Okay. But that still might get approved in the next episode. Who knows? Because you tend to call it on Jerusalem or Cairo or the Baltics, which we did. Going against the Moors would make more sense, but yeah, maybe we mix things up and go against the Turks, the Vikings in Anatolia. That'd be interesting. But anyway, unfortunately, got to wrap things up here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 5. Stay tuned for episode 6 coming out tomorrow, where we continue this war against the Danes and the English, although there's been a bit of a lull. But we've taken Roskilde here today, and Aarhus has fallen. So the royal Danish court is now basically fleeing and incredibly on the back foot. But like, subscribe if you're enjoying this series. Stay tuned for more Total War campaigns. I've got a couple running at the moment on various Total War, so go check those out. Like, sub, comment for the Argo, would appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Much love from Australia. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.